What's going on, everybody? My name is Monster, and welcome to episode 10 of Coach Profiles. In today's episode, I will be joined by the coach of the Seattle Staraptors, Corona, or Daniel. Hopefully, you guys get to know him a little bit better through this interview. That's the whole point of the series. But yeah, man, what's going on?
Not much, just here, a little sick, but still fighting.
I feel you. I feel you. All right, so we're just gonna hop straight into it, okay?
It's good, man. Let's
All
do
right.
this.
So, how did you get into Draft League?
So, back in September of 2017 with Ian and the LET, I got into it because LET needed some trainers, and my good friend TJ was in that league, and he remembered that I used to play Mons a bit and see if I still played. So I still play competitively on Showdown and stuff like that. Sometimes did the online Wi-Fi tournaments and stuff like that, but never did any leagues. So I was intrigued by that. I'm like, that sounds like a pretty cool idea. So yeah, I really enjoyed the competitiveness of it. So that was cool.
Okay, I actually think out of the 9 people that I've already interviewed, you're the first person to tell me you didn't get into Draft League through a YouTuber, or like because you were watching a YouTuber do it first. So, congratulations, I guess. I literally everybody has told me like, oh, I watched A Drive or Shady Penguin, and you're the first one to not give me that answer. So, that's definitely pretty different there. Um,
I never knew Draft League existed. Like I never followed any of the GBA or some of those big leagues. That was something completely new for me. Um, yeah, so that was interesting.
yeah, for sure. Um, all right, so next question. How many leagues have you been in, and what were your results?
Like all the crazy people in this league where they have like 18 or like Arcade who's has like an infinite amount of leagues he's been in. Um, I've only been in three. I've been in LET, Sapple, which I dropped out for personal reasons, and
Was it two
three.
seasons of LET?
Yes, 2 seasons of LET, and I'm here for second season of NCL.
Okay, so you haven't actually been in that many. I think we're almost on the same level there. I think I've only been in like 7 or something compared to everybody else who has like more than double that number, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, I know from what I've been told, you're like the type of coach who, if he decides he wants to draft serious, you can draft serious and really tear stuff up in the league, or you draft really trolley like you did in season 1 of NCL and draft a mono dragon team, which is definitely pretty funny.
I mean, I'm not like I don't consider myself to be the best battler. I consider myself to be decent. So, given I can win some matches, and do well, or I can lose them, and so like I don't know, I'm just here to have fun. So even if I draft serious, I'm still just trying to have fun overall. Like so, if I lose, I lose.
Right. That's
Oh well.
definitely. I feel you.
I usually pay to bring sets that most people don't bring. So you saw I made it to playoffs for some weird reason because my bracket was so bad. We were so
Yeah.
bad in that bracket. I almost knocked Ian out of making semifinals in our playoff match. It was a roll there with Gudra when I brought the Sunny Day on him.
Dude,
Reverse swept them.
your sets on that team were flames. Like I actually, you like really hurt my pride because I thought I had a fantastic team going into week 1, and I was facing you. So I was like, oh,
Oh
free
yeah.
win. It's a Mono Dragon team, Omega Law. And then you just totally bopped me with like weakness policy Dragon Knight, and I was so sad. I played like trash for the rest of the season. Feels bad, man.
And then I was like, I did some calcs on some of those. I'm like, oh, this is good. I was kind of scared of. I was scared of Kyurem because Kyurem could have just swept my team.
Yeah, I
So
was like Scarf Kira with Ice Beam, and I thought it was gonna be lit, and I don't know, you just totally destroyed me. All right. Anyways, next question. What was your most successful Pokemon in these past leagues?
I've had a few. It's interesting because season 2 of LET, I focused on not drafting any single mon that I've ever used, like in on Showdown competitively or in a Wi-Fi battle competitively. So that was a really struggle. So I don't have a whole lot of Pokemon that I've used in drafts multiple times, but I got really attached to using one of my favorite bird Pokemon, which is Staraptor. I drafted it in my first season of LET, and it just made me like it even more. Like I have to restrain myself from trying to draft it every time. Uh, but yeah, so drafting Staraptor was great. Like every time I like battle, I'm like I kind of wish I had Staraptor on the team right now.
Yes.
It was a great lead. I always seemed to be I was able to use it very well. Pokemon in LET season 2 though that I brought a lot and I had to refrain myself from not bringing it was Tornadus. Um, I very versatile mon, and I used it in many different ways. And so when I didn't bring it because I didn't think it have a good matchup during the match, I'm like I kind of need it right now. But
Yeah,
Gudra was a good one too.
Gudra, yeah, yeah. Me and you are alike in the way in the fact that we both love Staraptor. Um, I've never actually drafted Staraptor in a draft league, which is really unfortunate because I feel like it never fits my team. But it is definitely something that I've tried to draft forever now, but I just never can. And I've used it so much in like monotype flying and stuff. It's such a good mon. It's so good.
You watch some of the LET season 1 videos that we have. You can watch me use Staraptor and like I started what's it called turn 1. I'm like a bit, and then that just set the whole tone for that match. And I like people like, oh, he won't do crazy stuff like that. I've sacrificed Raptor with Final Gambit, and it's like paid off. Except for when I did it against Ian.
I feel you. I feel you. All right. So next question. Uh, Even though I probably already know the answer to this at this point, what is your all-time favorite Pokemon to draft?
I haven't drafted a whole lot of Pokemon, so and looking at my past couple seasons, I haven't really drafted over a Pokemon that often. I draft Pokemon that I'm very comfortable with, so like Staraptor. I've drafted Metagross for 2 seasons now. So I drafted it this season and Sapple. Uh, Sapple. To just go back to Sapple. Sapple had like one of the best teams that I've ever drafted. I didn't do so well. I wasn't doing so well, but like it was like the best team. Like I don't know how I it was like close games that I like. Some of the games that I lost were like very close. Like what 1-0. It came to the thread. But it was like the best team that I drafted. But I guess things that I'm comfortable with are things that I like to draft, like Metagross, Gudra, Staraptor. Um, I love Umbreon, and I drafted it, but I couldn't. It just doesn't fit to draft league very well. I really enjoy using Umbreon. I swept in Ubers before with Umbreon, and it's like great because people are like, oh, it's an Umbreon, and I draft Umbreon all the time as well, but it just doesn't fit very well in draft. So
Yeah, I feel you for sure. There's definitely a fair amount of mons there, like Staraptor, Gudra, and Metagross. Um, all right, so next question. What is your general opinion of your team this season in NCL?
decent is it doesn't compare to like I said, like I think Sapple was like my ideal team that I ever drafted. Um, it's decent. It has some power there. Has ability. When I was looking at some of the mons, so if I just play the cards right, the mons right, I guess. I could throw some weird stuff at people and throw people off. Um, I don't want to talk too much about the weirdness of what I could do with the team because that will be spoilers.
Right.
And then, but overall, I mean, there's some things I'm thinking of dropping already because like I can do the same thing with other mons with for like less points. Because I'm like, do I if I drop that, someone's gonna pick that up, and I do not want to face that thing.
Yeah, I feel you. You actually have the brand new toy, right? You have the
Or
yeah, Zeraora, the theorized to be OP, but probably not OP electric type in tier one.
my hands. Give it to Cade, and it'll be OP.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so next question. How well do you think you'll do this season?
Think well compared to last season, I don't think I could do that much worse than last season. I mean, I could. I can go. I can lose every single game, but I highly doubt I'll have 2 win or less than 2 wins this season. Um, but yeah, it will be easier not having a mono dragon.
Yeah.
Although as fun as that was,
Yeah, so you're
I,
just kind of aiming to do better than you did last season, pretty much?
a good goal that I usually have is to go above 500 to break even. So 6-6 above. So the goal is 7-6 would be the goal.
Okay.
It's always a good goal.
I feel you. I feel you. Definitely a
It,
solid
it,
record.
it just makes it feel like you're not a bad battler overall
Right.
when you get above. You're decent.
Right. I feel you. Um, all right. So next question. What Pokemon do you think was tiered too high this season?
Oh well, looking at what we have here, I don't know. Like I feel like Pokemon the tiering is weird because like there's Pokemon like ooh they should tier that a little bit lower because then I want it, but by doing so other people get it before I do. um, oh that one's hard. Like I feel like Stagataka maybe it's a little high because it's like good, but like if you can set up a trick room, so like I feel like tier 2 is a little high for it. Maybe a tier 3, more of a tier 3 mon and whatnot. And
Okay.
some of the some of the other stuff that like doesn't like Gyarados. I don't know. Gyarados doesn't feel like it should be a tier 2. I don't see a lot of people pick up Gyarados as well, or like a lot in overall. So I don't know if it should be tier 2. And Landorus Incarnate, the fact that it doesn't get sheer force.
Yeah, it doesn't. It
Um,
doesn't get sheer force in this league.
because in this league it should be down like a tier 3 or something.
Yeah, those are. So like the stack attacking thing is interesting because another thing hits like a truck in Trick Room, but I do agree unless you have Trick Room up, it's pretty much useless. Because it's like rock and
And you,
steel. It's like one of the worst typings in my opinion that you could possibly have.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the fact that it's so slow. I mean, so if people draft it, you know that a trick room's coming, so you can kind of or predict that and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. All right, so the next question, which is really similar to this one, what Pokemon do you think was tiered too low this season?
that I'm okay with things getting tiered a little lower. So, uh, um, but because then that means it's easier for me to try and pick it up if people overlook it. So
Right.
I don't really have too much of an answer for tiering too low because I'm kind of okay with that unless it's like super overpowering. That's like if they were to tier like say Plasma like down like even 1 tier or 2 tiers that would go instantly.
Right. I know Ian at the moment, I believe, has over 60 Pokemon that are being voted on next season to be moved up or down. Um,
Yeah.
a few of which I've given to him. Ironically, one of them was actually Staraptor, because I think it makes sense to be in tier 2 because it hits so hard, but in general, I think it doesn't offer enough value in tier 2 to be picked up in tier 2.
And if it goes down in tier three, I'm picking up draft pick number one.
I feel you. I feel you. But we're gonna be in some competition there because I'm definitely gonna be gunning for it too. So you better be on the lookout. But all right. So next question. If you had to pick a move to have the highest kills this season, what would it be?
I would do it earthquake because earthquake tends to be up, but yeah. So I kind of expect earthquake to always be up there.
Yeah, that's definitely
Oh,
a
I
pretty
would
safe
prefer
pick.
to see something else. We had Thunderbolt, right? Or was it
Yeah. It was
Hypervoice last
Thunderbolt.
season?
It was Thunderbolt last season. I'm pretty sure. All right, so next question. Of all the Pokemon drafted, which one do you think will be the kill leader this season?
Oh, ooh, that's a good one. Let's see. Well, looking at what got picked up and stuff like that, a something from Cade because Cade is Cade. He want and you know how he's been saying that he wants to show how Mega Sceptile was tiered too low, and he wants to make everybody pay for that. So I'm kind of predicting Mega Sceptile up there, going to be one of the top killers, as he's going to strive to show how broken it is to be in that many points back.
Yeah, a lot of people have kind of just given Cade's team as a general answer for that question because he has so many offensive mons like Coco Lucha, Weavile, Excadrill, Mega Sceptile, just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not. I don't really get a whole lot like that one mon that does a whole lot of kills. Like I usually get a spread of like two or three mons that get most of my kills and stuff like that. So I highly doubt that one of my Pokemon will be here. But if I think Ian might have something to do with that Alolan Sandslash though, setting up that hail. So if people stop him from hail with the Noravale hail and like the Swords Dance,
Yeah,
stop him, he's gonna have a kill leader there with Sandslash as well.
yeah, for sure. A lot of people have said Mega Pinsir on Ian's team too has the potential to pick up a lot of kills.
Oh, who's the other one? Um, KB maybe,
Kyurem Black in Ben's hands, dude. I believe it.
and then I guess the other one maybe Mega Sharpedo. He get we'll let him set up right. He gets that speed boost before Mega Evolving in like a Swords Dance or something on
Right.
a Predict or something. That thing will shred things.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in Matt's hands, the thing is going to be a super big threat. But yeah, so that is all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me on the interview. Um, so after this, there's only going to be one more coach profile, or there's technically going to be two, but there's only going to be one more where I'm doing the interview. I'll be
Right, because
interviewing Phil at some point.
hmm,
But yeah, be sure to check out my channel description below. As far as I'm aware, Corona does not upload on YouTube, so his obviously will not be there. Um, so yeah, that's going to be it for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, and have a good day.